Okay, now you listen. I'm trying to fix something. Okay. Well, simply we are trying to make some good stuff with our friend ChatGPT, and today we want to explore the possibility to, let's say, create some bits by starting with some sketch on a piece of paper. We are using a tablet with a pencil, with an electronic pencil, to make some recognition of the situation. I'll talk just a bit to the voice app of ChatGPT, and I'll try to make him aware of the image we have just loaded. I hope everything goes right. The audio, I think, is okay. We are streaming, I think, well. Test. Okay. So back to our console. This is the result. Now I explain what's happening.
Based on the image provided, the musical notation for a bar with the given beats would be as follows: CSS copy code KD1, KD2, KD3, KD4. This indicates that the kick drum KD is to be played on every beat of the bar. If this pattern is to be repeated for multiple bars, you would simply replicate this sequence the desired number of times.
Okay, we are trying to find some good ways to input music and make it cycle using simply using a pen, because I'm a very lazy guy, so I want to minimize the trouble in my life, and constantly I get more troubles, but okay. So the gag is we want to get some nice picture, make ChatGPT interpret it, so, and we are testing the state of the art of ChatGPT. Notice it's not guaranteed that everything goes well. Honestly, it's the entire evening I'm making various tries to address some good result in recognition, but I have understood that you can't simply put things too complicated for the moment, for now, because the correct recognition won't happen. But if, for example, you manage to make this little adjustment, I'll show you in a moment. Okay, probably you will get amazed on what's going on. Let's notice I have trained this particular context to transform what you write in the piece of paper or electronic paper in a sequence of mm, uh, tuples, or in this case, couples of values, pairs of values. The first one stands for kick drum, and it's meant um, to be the piece of the kit of the drum kit that it's currently played, and the second number is simply the beat in the bar. So if we put key D, key D, key D, key D, we get four couples here. But the good thing is that if you try to if you try to make some changes to the drawing, you have a convenient way to inform the generator to alter the sequence and modify. With 4 4 we simply want um, to mean that we want this sequence repeated 4 times. So I try to upload the image and say to figure out what's going on. Notice that there will be another step involved, the conversion from the sequence and the final MIDI file that has to be converted, but we address that in another broadcast. So,
based on the latest image provided and applying the rules we've established for representing beats, for each bar, the kick drum, KD, is played on all 4 beats. Since the pattern is to be repeated 4 times, the musical notation for this sequence will be CSS copy code, KD1, KD2, KD3, KD4, X4. This notation indicates a sequence where the kick drum hits on every beat of a 4-beat bar, and this bar is played 4 times in total.
okay, but we want to repeat it for real. And then we ask ChatGPT to do that. And let's see if it can do the work for us. We expect to get another pattern in this way. That's incredible, I think. Why I'm so interested of doing this kind of job? Because if you want to make a very complete a complex beat, You can say simply once all is set up, okay, write 8 bar of this pattern, then 4 bar of this pattern, then 2 bars of this pattern, simply writing on a piece of paper. I aim to do something very synthetic and write songs in a declarative manner. I am so bored to use program like the DAW in which you have to write beat after beat. Okay, I think this is fairly good. Now let's manage to modify slightly our very beautiful drawing and let's try to add some snare drum. What am I doing before I upload to the computer the new file? I'm adding the snare drum. So I'm changing the drawing very simply. We got it in a while. I have exported. Now I synchronize with the computer. Only just a minute. Just a minute. It's a bit slow, this device. Ancora. Sorry, I can't get it done. But I'm trying to load the new version of the drawing if I can. Let's see. Okay. Done. So now we get the new version. Here it is. Okay. And this one will be our next input. And I say and I say that simply I want to recalculate all the process. We expect to have 5 times the sequence that now include the snare drum um, at beat 2 and beat 4. Okay, pretty good, but we have to tell the program to consider that some kits can play at the same time. They are not mutual, so they don't exclude each other. So we expect to have two pairs of um, of data at bit 2 and 4. Here we have, notice we have in total 6 couples.
Acknowledging that the kick drum, KD, and the snare drum, SD, can play at the same time, here's the corrected pattern with both instruments playing together on the specified beats, and this pattern is repeated for 5 bars. CSS copy code KD1, KD2, SD2, KD3, KD4, SD4, 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 KD1, KD2, SD2, KD3, KD4, SD4. This sequence represents the kick drum being played on every beat, with the snare drum added on top of the kick drum on the second and fourth beat for each bar.
Okay. Now we'll try to do something more complicated. As I mentioned earlier, I'm interested to do this kind of job. I'll show you in a moment. Okay, it's done. I'm exporting it again. And I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if I will edit this video and make a shorter version because there are some dead moments. Anyway, a bit of patience because this is, I think, very, very, very cool, and it's worthy to wait. I think these are things very, very innovative and new. So let's take the time. Okay, probably the work is done. And look at this. I upload the new version. Here it is. And I want to get this. I want to, as said, combine two different beats with two different patterns. The first one is the old one, and the new one has only two kick strokes at beat 1 and 2, and it has to be repeated 2 times. So I will instruct using the usual rule, make beats, but the plus symbol means, the plus symbols means you have to concat the two beats and repeat them for the X factor. Okay. I have no idea if this could work. Okay. It's very close to what we want. Okay, but as usual, please repeat pairs accordingly to the X factor. Okay. That's very, very cool, boys.
considering the X factor and ensuring the beats are repeated accordingly. For the first bar to be repeated 5 times, KD on beats 1, 2, 3, and 4, SD on beats 2 and 4. For the second bar to be repeated 2 times, KD on beats 1 and 3, SD on beat 4. The full sequence repeated as per the X factor is CSS copy code KD1, KD2, SD2, KD3, KD4, SD4, KD1, KD2, SD.
Okay. This represents the combined sequence of the two bars, first playing the 5 repetition of the first bar, followed by the 2 repetition of the second bar. Guys, I think this is really, really incredible. I don't know what to say. Please consider going to this beautiful plugin.
CSS copy.
I don't remember the name, that allows us to make the pronunciation of the output. You could think of expanding this pattern and add the hi-hat, so you will have to add another line or another symbol of hi-hat in the middle if you want to play on each 8th note, but at the end of the process you will get the correct output with the correct number of the repetition, as you can see, all written in a piece of paper. So this is very interesting, I think. Consider this is not perfect. I tried to upload some other kind of representation for the beat. I tried. I made some experiments. If you try to put some markers in a circle and to make him identify the correct markers, he had many troubles with this. He was able to understand the X factor of the repetition, the inner circle to be the kick drum, the snare, the outer circle, the kick drum, and things like this. But he had so much problems in identifying, based on the angle, the correct presence of the stroke corresponding to a certain bit. So this is not trivial for it. But in the end, I found at least one way to give it a correct or a suitable input form. And I think this is very cool, honestly. Let's see the live. I know these are topics very, very, very new and to be developed, and it could be a bit boring the first time. But just think what this could become in a year. It's not perfect right now. You can't use it with proficiency still. But once this will be fine-tuned. You will get, I think, so much as a payoff. You will get so many things in a symbolic way, and I like so much symbolic ways to do things. It's so elegant, it's so practical, and okay, thank you very much for being with us today. This could be really the start of a new era for humankind. Something is changing at a pace we we are not able to cope with, and little by little we are realizing how fast this process is taking over. So subscribe to Parseval Music, and if you want also to another channel called AI Paradise that I'm opening with some videos um, based on AI. Also, I try to make AI ChatGPT recognizing some other sketch not related to music. I want to keep all the stuff related to music in Parseval Music, and since Parseval Music is um, specialized, I think, also in beats, in backing tracks, and it has many rhythms you can check out and use freely. Rhythm as such as bossa nova, cascara, electronic beats, chill out, jazz, some cool stuff. I hope. And now I'm trying to explore this new topic. I so and I'm so glad to do that. Um, Please let me know in the comments if you like to delve into some other aspects of input AI assisted, and I wish you a very good new year, and see you soon on this channel of Parcel Music, and also on AI Paradise for things like this and beyond. Thank you so much.